All right, so I'm not sure if that first video went through me prior to going to the account, but I'll repost it again just in case it didn't come through. But just to follow up that video, what I found out is that it only took me 30 to 40 minutes to actually complete it, and I was kind of moving a little bit faster than I really wanted or should have been moving. But I can add or subtract, just to come up with an average time of how long it's going to take. Some things that I've noted that I need to pay attention to and that maybe you'll need to pay attention to is that when you're trying to figure out, okay, making it simple and figure out what each employee or contractor, whether you use a W-2 employee or you use a 1099 contractor, you should have a basic kit of what's going to be needed for each job. Some accounts or some employees have their own. Well, let's put it this way: 1099 contractors are theoretically supposed to supply their own supplies and equipment in order to fit into the guidelines of what's considered a 1099 contractor. But if you are going to supply the account, you should know what needs to go to that account. So when that person comes to pick up the equipment, or kit is what we call it, the cleaning kit, you should know what's needed for each location, how much is needed for each location, and that'll help you decide when you'll need to re-up your supply. So what I realized with this location, because it's a location where contractors are still doing cleaning or renovating or what have you with the project, you need to put some type of sign that says the bathrooms are closed, because if not, you keep getting interrupted by, can I use the bathroom? How long is it going to be? So if you have a sign in the future, that'll kind of negate that. You don't have to sit there and waste time trying to tell people, multiple people, that bathrooms are being served. Another thing that I also realized is that you should always have a checklist of the order of things, the way things should go. You don't really have to. That can be done in your training videos or your training program, which you should have for each employee, because everyone doesn't clean the same. You have people that clean that are a little bit more detailed than others. And when you're hiring people or you're bringing people onto your team, you want to make sure you hire people that are in line with your core values or your competencies of what you want your the image of your business to be. So you want people that are having attention to detail. You want to kind of hire people that kind of exude that characteristic. Now, how you figure that out? Questions and just trial and error kind of helps you out, but there's no like way you can spot somebody just off the interview to figure out what type of person that is. But that's neither here nor there. So you want to have that in line. You want to know, okay, you want to work top to bottom to kind of uh, restrict you or kind of minimize you having to go back over something you've already done. The last time we did the restaurant, forgot to do the vents. So after we had cleaned, I looked up like, oh man, I didn't do the vents. So now we had to go and dust it and then sweep it again after we've already cleaned down, below. So now that kind of takes away from your time. So this time I remember to do that. So it's just certain little things like that to help you speed up the process and then be more efficient, effective, and efficient. Because being fast isn't always efficient, especially if you have to go back and do something when you're already in that location or that area. So that's something you should just also think about. But to finish or close the video out, the main purpose of this video is to let you know I've already done the clean. I calculated how long it should take, roughly 30 to 45 minutes. So then you decide, okay, how am I going to pay somebody? Am I going to pay them hourly, or am I going to pay them by the job? For a job this small, I would probably go with by the job. So, for instance, if you get $50 per clean as the owner of the business, you want to pay your person anywhere from 25 $30, something like that. 20, 25, $30. I'm a proponent